What's going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chunky! I didn't say.
Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great day so far. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Middle of the week. Almost made it to the weekend. All right. Before we get started, I've got a little bit of a potential issue. I don't know if Judge Simpson is going to be holding court tomorrow. I don't know. I was listening to his docket this evening. He went late tonight, and one of the public defenders kept saying they're closed tomorrow. They're closed tomorrow. They're closed tomorrow. And then Judge Simpson made a comment, we can't do something tomorrow. We're going to have to do it Friday. So I don't know what's going on. When they were saying all this, it was about 6. So I couldn't really, the courthouse is closed. And I have to leave super early to get there. So now I don't know what to do. Are they still going to have court tomorrow? I have no idea. No idea what's going on. So I'm debating right now if I drive all the way down there and it's closed, then I have to come all the way back. That's a fun 6-hour day. But I have no idea. That's where my head is. If anybody knows any information, please let me know. Right now, I'm still planning on going. I'm hoping we can figure this out before I leave at 5 a.m. tomorrow. All right. Anyways, that's what's going on right now. We have court to watch tonight. Speaking of Judge Simpson, he's a big part of my stream tonight. I've got a bunch of clips from him. We're going to start with Judge Dad with a funny interpreter case, and then we're going to finish with Judge Shacklefoo. That's what we're doing tonight. All right. You guys ready? Before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
Your name, Mr. Crawford?
Michael Crawford, representing the defendant.
Sir, your name again, Mr. Ward?
Eric Ward.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm that you will make a true and accurate translation between the court and the defendant?
I swear.
And the parties here?
I swear.
Okay. And you're a certified interpreter, right?
Yes.
All right. This case been going on for a while. Your name? Okay. I'm ready to set it for trial. Does he want a jury trial or does he want a bench trial?
Your Honor, it's my understanding that my client is now suffering from pink eye and he would like an adjournment.
Listen, I want you to tell him this. We try to provide fairness here. You don't get to bring interpreters into the courthouse every time you come here. I will also remind you that I was convinced by staff that you actually can speak English.
Yeah, Jenna, that's what I was thinking. Drive up there, see if it's closed. I mean, we're gonna have to go somewhere else. I can't go to Taylor. Judge Slavin's not on the bench. I guess we could go to the 36th district. We could do that. We could jump down to Wyandotte and say hi to Judge DeSanto. I wish Judge Middleton was closer. Judge Middleton's still about 3 hours from Judge Simpson, so that's going to be a long day if we did that. But yeah, we'll put together a plan B. But yeah, I still want to go. Terry, thank you so much for the 11 months. I do appreciate it. Thank you.
But I'm doing everything I can to accommodate you with an interpreter. This is it. We've had too many court dates. This isn't a murder trial. You were here June 25th. You were here July 9th. You were here July 23rd. And now you're here August 6th. We are either setting this case for trial today or it's being resolved today. If you have such a bad condition.
Yeah, Alex, I looked at that and I saw that too. That was the first thing I did. But I mean, all day today, they didn't say a word about it. They didn't say anything until the little special block they did this evening. So I mean, maybe they just haven't updated yet. I don't know. Their JIS system was down all day. It was causing them headaches. Maybe it has to do with that. I don't know. I'm still. It might be a really short day.
Pink eye, you can go out in the court, go out in the parking lot, and you can Zoom with your lawyer. I have no problem with that. If you called ahead, that's what I would have said, but I'm not going to keep adjourning this. These guys are charging a lot of money, and guess what? If there's a conviction, you're going to get to pay for it. So let's stop prolonging the case and either resolve it or go to trial, period. You got it? I asked him if he understands.
I don't feel well.
Go out in the car. Go out in the car. If then we can just set it for a jury trial or a bench trial, as the case may be. I'm not going to keep. Taxpayers are not going to pay for these people to come in here. What do we get? $160 an hour, I think we're paying these interpreters. We're not doing this. So does he want a jury or a bench? I don't want to hear any more of your excuses.
Your Honor, can we recall this matter so I can talk to the client? I didn't even have to talk.
He's always got an excuse, it seems like.
I know.
Well, you understood what I said, didn't you? You just shook your head. Hey, you just shook your head when I spoke English. You understand English. Don't play with me. I'm not a toy. Now go out and we're either setting this for bench, we're setting it for jury, the prosecutor's dismissing it, or there's going to be some other form of resolution today. Period.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Julian De Jesus Isaac, 24-835.
Yeah, I don't know if that's accurate. I mean, even Judge said, I don't know how much it is. I think it's this much. But it's the first time I've heard someone say how much it costs. But that's how much they pay the service. The actual translator isn't getting all that because they work for a service. So that's how much they pay the service. But I am interested to know what's the percentage of that for how much they make off of that. I'd be interested to know that.
People against David Istelhart Gonzalez. This is file number 25W836565.
Michael Crawford, representative defendant.
Come on up here, gentlemen.
So state your name for the record.
If there's restitution, there's no civil liability really, right? I'm not gonna take a no contest plea. It's either going to have to be a guilty plea, and that's fine, attempt MDOP, but when there's a some certain, that's not gonna fly with the civil liability.
Well, part of the rationale, there are some concerns about his citizenship status and providing a record that could somehow undermine that status to ability concerns there.
I just can't, I don't wanna treat people different. I think I'm treating them different. I don't.
Well, then let me talk to the prosecutor.
Well, why can't you just plead guilty? I don't understand.
Well,
You don't think immigration officials are gonna look at it differently based on whether it's a guilty plea or a no contest plea, right?
we're concerned about him providing testimony about his behavior, how that could play out in other circumstances.
Call in the prosecutor.
Sure, Judge.
Thank you.
Corky girl, thank you so much for the 8 months. I appreciate it. Congratulations on the milestone. Just trying to fill some of this dead air.
Your name?
Good morning, Your Honor. Again, William here. I have to say, what Hicks.
So I really don't want to do these no contest pleas. I want to make sure that you guys have, gentlemen, I want to make sure I have your undivided attention here.
Sorry, Your Honor.
I don't really want to do no contest pleas when there's a sum certain, like, there's no other cause of action other than repayment of the damage. So when we say civil liability and there's an agreement as to the amount of restitution, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So I'm explaining to them that I would take a plea to attempt MDOP. I don't have a problem with that, but it's going to have to be a guilty plea.
Very well.
So does he want to proceed with that?
Can we recall, Your Honor? Just give me a moment.
Okay, sure.
Get you know.
That's the problem, you know. If I do it for him, I got to do it for everybody else. That's the way I look at it. So I just can't justify that. So that's going to have to be it. Henry, Destiny,
I'm just gonna move forward, Your Honor.
people against David Escolar Gonzalez, 25W83665.
It's Michael Crawford, representing the
All right, Mr. Ward, you're still under oath. Your name again?
Eric Ward.
Your name again?
David Escolar.
All right. So now, as I understand it, there's going to be a plea of guilt to the charge of attempted malicious destruction of property,
Yeah, that's correct, Your Honor.
with the understanding that the malicious destruction of property will be dismissed, and that there will be agreed upon restitution of $1265.50 to the victim of the case, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Do you understand that?
Sí. Yes.
Do you agree to that?
Sí. Yes.
Did the interpreter explain the advice of rights and cover all these with you?
Yes.
Did you read them and understand them? Did he read them to you and did you understand them?
He read it to me. Yes.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will not be a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
To the charge, attempted malicious destruction of property, how do you plead?
Sir, are you pleading guilty today?
How do you plead to attempted malicious destruction of property?
Guilty.
Which, by the way, you understand the possible penalties, correct? Up to $250 in fines, 45 days jail, court costs or all of those. You understand that?
Could you repeat that, please?
The possible penalties, the maximums, these are the maximums, up to $250 in fines, 45 days jail, court costs or all those. Do you understand that?
So is that, would that be all of those or just one?
Can be all. Those are the maximums.
When will that be defined?
At the sentencing.
What can I do to avoid jail?
I didn't say I'm sending you to jail. I'm gonna order a pre-sentence report. I don't know enough about you. I didn't say I'm sending you to jail. I just said that those are the maximums. I have to tell people what the maximums are. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. Knowing all that, you still wish to plead guilty.
Yes.
And you understand by pleading guilty, you're giving up all your rights.
Yes.
To the charge of attempted malicious destruction of property, how do you plead? How do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
I thought it was attempted on the original.
Did I not say that? Did I misspeak? To the charge of attempted malicious destruction of property, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you at the Woodhaven Police Department on May 2nd of 25, located at 21869 West Road in Woodhaven?
Estaba en el departamento de policía de Woodhaven, en mayo, en dirección de... I didn't know if that's where it was, but that seems like the right address.
Did you intentionally damage an individual's side view mirror
Nos hizo daño al espejo retrovisor del lado de aquí. Ya estaba dañado, pero creo que yo lo terminé dañando. It was already damaged, but I think I did cause more damage to it.
How did you damage the side view mirror?
¿Cómo se dañó el espejo retrovisor? With my foot.
You kicked it, correct?
Sí, me caí. Yes, I fell.
Are you on probation or parole? You what?
What?
Can I say it? When I kicked it, I fell.
You intentionally kicked his side view mirror, right? True or false? Why are you suddenly speaking English?
I was gonna say that too. Why are you suddenly speaking English? Good job, guy.
Because I'm getting confused with him.
Anybody force you to plead guilty or promise anything to induce you to plead guilty? Anybody force you to plead guilty? And you understand, as a result of this plea, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but there could be immigration consequences to this plea. Do you understand that? Or deportation consequences, I should say.
Could you repeat that, please?
Do you understand there could be consequences to this plea if you are not a legal? I don't know the status. I don't want to know your legal status. But you could potentially be deported. I'm not saying it's going to happen. You could potentially be deported as a result of this plea and conviction. Do you understand that? You understand that, right?
Sí, pero no es un crimen de modo.
Yes, but it's not a crime of moral turpitude.
All right. I'm not going to debate the law with you.
Rob, I covered a case it's been over a year now, but there was it was a Russian translator, and the defendant kept telling the translator that he's not saying the right words. Like, no, I don't know why you're saying that. That's not what the judge said. So the defendant was correcting the translator, and it became a whole thing. It was kind of hilarious to watch. But yeah, it was kind of the same deal where he kept asking for a interpreter, and there wouldn't be one there, so he would do it in English, and then come back 2 weeks later with an interpreter, and then yell at the interpreter for not interpreting correctly. It was funny. Judge wasn't happy with it.
I want to make sure you understand there could be consequences. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Yes.
And you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes.
This is the United States of America. You do have choices. just for the record stated in English, I have no other choice, even though you've been telling me for 4 court appearances, you can't speak English. You speak English well. I don't know why you've been playing with us.
Problem is that.
Just listen, I don't want to go into it. I just want you to know there could be potential consequences to your status. And as long as you're telling me yes, and I still want to plead guilty, I'm taking the plea. If not, we'll set it for trial. You still wish to plead guilty? I'll accept the plea. I think I still want a PS, and I'm dismissing the, I'm dismissing the PSI. I'm sorry, dismissing the malicious destruction of property. I'm ordering a pre-sentence report. Tell probation we're sending them over. No contact with Carl Lucas. No contact with prosecution witnesses. No firearms. No weapons. And he did go over and get printed, right? Let me see here. Yes, he did. So we'll have a sentence date. Lisa, what can you do for me?
September 3rd at 8:30.
September 3rd at 8:30. Okay? So tell them they're coming over now. I wish you well. Thank you very much, Mr. Ward. Good luck, sir. Go down the hall, get your notice, go over to probation where you'll be interviewed. Thank you. Where's Jai Nolan at?
All right, that was that case. It was a little slower than I remember it this morning. Yeah, it's a problem when I put these live streams together. It's like, oh yeah, that one in front of Judge Dad was good. He was angry with him because he knew English, and then after watching, it was like, wasn't as exciting as I remember. Anyways, let's move on. I've got 4 or 5 clips from Judge Simpson today, and that's what's coming up next. We're gonna be bouncing all over his docket, so let's go.
Thank you. Court calls the case of the People versus Alexis Brown.
Christina Berry, People. Good morning, Assistant.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if it's happening because I'm driving up there. I'm gonna be there in person with Wixom, Ed, Bob, bunch of other people. So we're planning on going there. But Judge Simpson was saying on the docket that the court's closed tomorrow. Judge Simpson didn't say that. It was Ms. Pierney, the public defender. She said it multiple times. So yeah, but Magoo is scheduled at 9 a.m. That's just the part of the calendar he's on. He probably won't be on. Probably, I would say I'm gonna say around 10:30 is what I would guess. Between 10 and 11. He's not gonna start. I don't think he's gonna start with them. But who knows? I have no idea.
Public Defender Lauren Pierney on behalf, well, not on behalf of Ms. Brown. We are the attorney of record on this case. When I did meet with Ms. Brown, she informed me she wants to represent herself.
Your name?
Alexis Brown.
All right.
Yeah, the docket is still posted for tomorrow. I feel like this was a last minute thing, and I don't know what happened, but I know they had a lot of issues with JIS today, and all of a sudden they started saying that the court's closed tomorrow. The docket is still fully booked. There's 100 names on the docket, so that's still there, which is why I'm still going up there. I just have a feeling that I'm going to drive all the way up there, and it's not going to happen.
Is that correct that you want to represent yourself?
Yes, it is.
So, in this.
What time? So they didn't start saying this until about 5:30 this evening, when they were saying that they were closed tomorrow. So they didn't say it till late. That's why it was some kind of late thing. But yeah, just Wixom. If he drove up there, after 5 and found out, then that's all I need to hear. I'm still going. Just in case I'm wrong, but because I'm not gonna not go. I'm just prepared to have to turn right back around if that happens.
Matter, Brown, I do have to inform you that the complaint in this case alleges that on or about June 8, 2024, location of 3001 Woodland Hills Drive in Pittsfield Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, that you did commit the offense of assault and or assault and battery against a Latasha Browning. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, I do.
That is a misdemeanor, punishable by 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. Do you understand the maximum penalties?
Yes, I do.
There are certain things that are fraught in self-representation, in terms of understanding the Michigan court rules and in terms of the court procedure. You would need to understand that if you would like to represent yourself, that you would be held to the same standard as any other attorney.
Mm-hmm.
The court will not be assisting you in any fashion whatsoever. You understand that?
Okay, so the time that I served, don't that counts for the 93 days?
I'm sorry?
The time that I served already, don't that counts for the 93 days?
I don't know how much time you,
I served 30 days already.
and if you serve 30 days, it may count. I'm trying to look at what your bond is on this case. What do you have a bond?
And then no contact with the victim as well.
And the monetary amount? 5,000, 10%, then it should count. Yes, ma'am.
And so I have a question. So when I was arrested, I wasn't actually told my rights. So ain't that against the law that you wasn't heard your rights when you arrested me? Well, not you, but the officer.
I cannot.
You can't do nothing about it right now?
All
right, I just want to state that.
I can't answer that.
I just want to state it.
All right.
Okay.
Stated.
It's on record, right?
So
Okay.
what do you want this set for, ma'am?
I mean, Your Honor, we have no offer at this time.
Do you want it set for a trial, ma'am?
Sure, I guess. I guess.
You want a jury trial or a non-jury trial?
It doesn't really matter.
Well, you've got to make a decision, ma'am.
If it gotta go to trial, then it gotta go to trial.
Okay. Do you want a jury trial or not?
It doesn't matter.
You have to make a decision, ma'am.
It could have a jury, fine, that's fine with me.
Jury final settlement conference in this matter will be set for 17th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Jury selection in this matter, October 20th, 2025 at 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person. Thank you.
So am I free to go? So why am I not free to go? If she just said she got a bond,
Pardon?
why am I not free to go? Why do I gotta serve time when I'm not even?
You have a bond on the case, ma'am.
So if I get my money, I can get out. But she just said it was no bond.
Post bond, you can get out.
So I'd rather post bond. So where do I go from here?
You need to post the bond.
Okay, what's the bond? Cause you just asked her the same thing. Cause she said
5%.
it's $500.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'd rather post bond. Where do I go from there?
And you can go post bond.
Okay, thank you.
It's your fault, parenting. Your fault. You just like suckered me into that. You got up there and then just said, well, we're the attorney of record, but
Oh, we're starting off the morning with a series of bad decisions already. This is wonderful.
yeah, I know, but they're all by Kearney. The whole McDonald's thing and then this. And... Okay, let's try this one. Kurt,
All right. I had to keep in that little tidbit of Judge Simpson yelling at Perry. Not yelling at her, teasing her. It was fun. He had fun today. He has fun every day. He loves his job, which is awesome to watch. Yeah, let's go on to the next one.
People versus Melissa Hatfield.
And on behalf of the people.
Their arraignment. All right. Come on up, man. What's your name?
Melissa Hatfield.
All right, Ms. Hatfield, you are before the court on a misdemeanor complaint that alleges that on or about April 22nd, 2025, at the location of 4860 Washtenaw Avenue in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, that you did commit an assault and battery upon a Carolyn Latham. Do you understand what you're charged with?
I guess so, yes.
Well, you guess so, or do you know what you're charged with?
I do understand what I am.
Okay. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes.
First question I have for you, ma'am, is do you wish to be represented by an attorney?
I honestly don't know. Today is my first knowledge of this case even being valid. I was never notified prior to the court to even be here, other than there is now a small claims trying to go against the business where I work. And then
There's what now?
There's, I guess, a small claims case trying to go against the business where I work.
By who?
The same person.
Okay.
And that was when I was made aware that I was also being charged. I was never no prior knowledge at all.
Okay.
So I'm okay with representing myself, yes.
You are?
I am not guilty, sir. So yeah.
Well, that's fine. I mean, I don't think getting an attorney means you're guilty or not guilty. It doesn't mean anything. It's just, what do you want to then do on this case?
I would plead not guilty.
Okay, I'll enter your not guilty plea, but then what do you want to do next on this case?
I would assume that charges should be dropped.
Okay, that doesn't just happen by magic.
Okay. Tell me what I need to do, please.
I can't do that. I can't tell you what you need to do.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask the question again. Would you like an attorney to assist you through this process?
Yes.
Good answer. This is a public defender case.
Yeah, like I said, I was never made any prior knowledge.
I just don't want you saying anything about it, okay?
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate, on behalf of Ms. Hatfield, we would waive any further reading. My client stands mute, and we would ask that a not guilty plea be entered. We would ask for an adjourned pretrial date as well as a PR bond, please, Your Honor.
All right. What I will do is I'll adjourn this matter to September 17, 2025, 9 a.m. I've entered her not guilty plea. I will set her bond at a $5,000 personal recognizance bond. I'll order standard conditions, including no assault to behavior or possession of any weapons. I would indicate at this time there's to be no alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drug use. I'm going to order no contact with Carolyn Latham. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
All right. And the 4860 Washtenaw, what is that?
I believe it's called dental house or the dentist's office.
People were scrapping at a dental office? No, I'm kidding. Allegedly. Okay. So, pardon?
I'm not sure if you'd ask for a negotiation. I believe that's where.
You work there.
I work there currently.
All right. But Miss Latham does not work there?
No.
Or, okay, gotcha. So I'm not going to order that. I'm just going to indicate you're not to have any contact with her, okay?
Your Honor, may I ask, how do you spell the last name? I apologize.
Oh, Latham?
Yes.
Latham.
And I apologize again. What was the first name?
Really? Why didn't you just ask me for the whole name?
I was already writing Latham. I don't know. It was just, that's a me
It's
problem.
Carolyn.
Carolyn. Oh, thank you.
That's YN.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask like Little House on the Prairie, Ma, or like with the Y. So with the Y.
What?
Because Carolyn.
I don't know. No.
Miss
No. When I said what, I didn't want you to explain again. I just needed this to end. Okay.
Fair.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case.
More fun with Judge Simpson. All right, I'm just gonna keep it rolling. Let's just go. I don't need to interrupt. Oh, editing skills on point. Yeah, let's rewind. Oh, this one. Okay, I actually do have to give you a little prep. So on the hearing right before this one, he asked the attorneys to approach. Had nothing to do with this case, but it was after the case was finished. Again, the one right before this. So he had himself on mute. He's on mute for the first, I don't know, 15 seconds of this before he comes off. I kept it in there. I kept it in here just so you can kind of, if anyone can read, mouse, then you can hear. But it's going to be on mute for a few seconds, and then they do take it off. But this is a good one, though. Yeah, I know. I'm just playing the video tonight. I got to wake up early tomorrow, so I actually have a short live tonight. I only have a 45-minute video instead of an hour one. So yeah, like I got to get up at 3 a.m. So I plan accordingly. But I'm absolutely not talking a lot tonight. Got a lot going on right now. Ooh, so quiet. This is really quiet. Yeah, and you can't read mouse anyways because the paper's over his face. So, maybe I should have edited this part out. Should be up any second though.
And we had, certainly there were the issues in terms of what she said over at community corrections. There are all those things, and you have cocaine showing up in her system. And that was on June 4th that we were here, and she admitted to the violations. And I had revoked her bond at that time. Ultimately, she got out. On the 18th, this is June, I adjourned it to July 16th today, or July 16th, and her bond was continued, and she was to.
Yeah, he used to do that as his watermark. So he would always put his picture somewhere on the screen for a watermark, and then people were editing that out. The content thieves would figure out a way to hide that. So then he started putting the watermark on top of that. But that's why he does that, which it's kind of funny. He'll put himself on the computer screen. He'll put himself in the frame somewhere. It's funny. It's clever.
Continue for testing. And then ultimately from the 18th, it gets from July 16th, it gets adjourned to today. Starting in mid-June, or the end of June, June 30th, well, I'm gonna start mid-June, June 18th, positive for cocaine. June 30th, positive for cocaine. July 8th, positive for cocaine. July 16th, cocaine does not show up. I'm presuming she's supposed to be on the benzos and opiates, but. And if it had started to head that way,
That is awesome. Where are you sitting? Can we see you when the camera goes to the defendant? Let me know.
Be fine, except that the next week, 5 days out, she's positive for cocaine again.
She says she's not using cocaine. She says that the tests are incorrect. She's gotten the tests since then, and it was negative. She wants the court to know that.
Where?
At community corrections.
She's done a test since when?
7/31, her test was negative.
Today.
And she said she tested today.
Right, right. But the test before then was not.
I really don't know what's going on with that test.
You're using cocaine. That's what's going on. I mean, I just don't know who you think you're fooling.
I took 2 more tests. I don't know what's going on. They didn't even give me the test results for the day. She got the other one for the 30th. That's the only test that showed up right after I went to court here.
What?
After I came in on the 16th.
When I revoked your bond, that was mid-June. I just read off every test since mid-June. And virtually every test, you're positive for cocaine.
It takes a while for it to come out your system. And I have bad.
Okay, let's assume that's correct, and it's not. But let's assume that that's correct.
Remember the guy in front of Judge O'Donnell who said that someone walked by him and threw cocaine in his face? He's like, yeah, he just threw cocaine in my face. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know that's why I tested positive. Like the judge said, like, yeah, someone just wasted perfectly good cocaine, just throw it in your face, so you tested positive. Let's keep with that story, bud. Oh, it was so good.
Fact. Then the cold-hearted reality is that when it was supposedly out of your system on July 16th, we should have not seen cocaine again. Yet on July 21st, I have cocaine again.
But that's what I'm saying. In the other night.
I'm not putting up with it. You're gonna have to figure it all.
I have not been doing
absolutely. You have just decided that you want to use when you want.
What about today's test and the other tests?
What about the positive test?
I don't know how it got there.
I do want to say on behalf of Ms. Beaver, she is engaged in CCOP at community corrections. Through CCOP, she is attending AA meetings as well. She did provide me with an attendance sheet. She's going multiple times a week. Her last test being twice on the 30th.
Dan, that is absolutely not true. It's not true. She doesn't do cocaine at all. She just absolutely loves the smell of it, so she just smells it whenever it's around. That's it. That's it. She doesn't do it. No, she just likes the smell.
Is this also a test too?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I misspoke. Her last AA meeting being the August 1st. So she is engaged in treatment and AA. I'd ask the court
Does she
consider.
have a prescription even for the opiates?
Yes, I do.
I believe she did give the prescription for the benzos and the opiates to
That's what I thought, but
community corrections.
it's not necessarily my concern. I mean, it's a cold-hearted reality. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. The last 9 tests, 7 have been positive for cocaine.
But that's when I first got arrested. And it takes a while to come out your system. I did jail time. I was in jail for 2 weeks.
Oh, I know. I put you.
And it was still in my system.
No, you weren't testing while you were in jail.
When I got out.
I know.
But it
showed up. Why do you think it just showed up?
Because
you used.
I have 2 half of kidneys. I had kidney cancer. It takes a while to come out your system.
So you want to explain how it comes out of your system and is then back in your system and then
I tried to get that test done over. They said it was too late to do it over. I don't understand how one test comes up and the rest is negative.
Because you're using.
Your Honor, I'd ask you to consider keeping Ms. Beaver's bond.
Yes, your force powers are not that great where you're invisible. We can see you. So, I mean, if you are learning how to use how to create a force ghost, please let us know. That's an amazing skill to learn, but or to master. But yeah, we can see you.
the same and having her continue to go to CCOP. In the alternative, if she is remanded to the jail, would Your Honor consider releasing her to inpatient?
I would consider release to inpatient treatment. She needs some kind of help because she can't even be truthful with herself. And at this point, bonds revoked, defendant's remanded. We'll see you on September 3rd. I'm done.
Ms. Beavers, I think, would like to request a hearing on the test results and the bond violation.
You can have a hearing on the 3rd. It's my next available day. Call the case of People versus Eduardo Benavides.
All right, so we have this.
Ma'am, who are you?
I drove Miss Beavers here.
Yes, I'm keeping her.
May I ask for how long?
I don't know right
She
now.
have kids and stuff and.
Ma'am, I think you just heard this hearing. I get it. That's why after the first time she did this, I let her out. And she just won't stop.
Well, I'm a living witness for test saying something that I've never.
Ma'am, I'm not gonna say, I'm not debating it with you. You can leave now. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Your name, sir?
Eduardo Benavides.
Yeah, when you show up to court as a spectator and I'm getting kicked out by Judge Simpson. Yeah. Might happen to us tomorrow. Let's go. Let's get kicked out. Wixom, you down for that? Let's get kicked out. Bob, you in? I think, do we have one more Judge Simpson? I think we might be headed to Judge Shacklefoo now.
Washington.
Yep. Judge Shackleford, last case of the evening. So, yeah, let's go. Hold on. What did Wixom say? Hold on. So, Colin, Bob sent me a text and told me he was in court at 7:30 and just didn't say anything about not being there tomorrow. Okay. I mean, that's still... All right. Yeah, it's just... Ms. Pierney kept saying, we're closed now tomorrow. And if the public defender is saying it, that's what's in my head. Because the public defender would absolutely be there on a Thursday. It says PCC docket. And then he had a couple people in jail that he said he can't do anything with the bond today, and he can't set it tomorrow, so he has to set it on Friday. So that's what's in my head. Like I said, I'm still going. I'm just, part of me is a little nervous. They never put on the record that, or the public defender is saying on the record that court's closed tomorrow. That just doesn't make sense. Anyways, let's keep going.
All right, and I see we have Mr. Stevens present on that as well. This is
yes.
All right, 2-5.
I'm gonna be there. I'm debating on wearing my black shirt or my bright shirt. Usually when I go to courts, I'll wear like a bright color, but it's so bright, and especially with how hot it is. Like, maybe I want to cover. maybe I don't want to wear a bright shirt in case it's hot in the courtroom and I'm sweating. Like, yeah, it might not be a good look. So maybe I'll wear the black one. But if I wear a black shirt, I'll have a really bright tie on. You'll be able to see me.
0935, the People versus Kiana Washington.
Good afternoon, Todd Barron appearing on behalf with Ms. Washington, Your Honor. Matter was here today for a review with regards to restitution. I did have the opportunity to speak with my client and Mr. Zick. My understanding is Mr. Zick also spoke with Mr. Stevens via Zoom, and we reviewed a document from Progressive Insurance indicating that Mr. Stevens incurred a $1,000.
My mic was on top of my head. I am not wearing a jacket tomorrow, a blazer. I'll have a button-up shirt with a tie and dress pants on. That's as much as you're going to get me in during the summer. I'll respect the court enough to wear a tie, but yeah, I'm not going full suit. Sorry, not doing it.
Out-of-pocket deductible for damage to his vehicle. Ms. Washington understands that if Your Honor were to order that, she would pay it. The only issue we have, Your Honor, is Ms. Washington was stopped and arrested on the OWI at another location in the city of Taylor. There had been a report of a prior what was deemed as a hit and run as she exited.
Well, aren't we a couple made for each other? Yes, my deaf ear is my right ear, so you can sit on my left side and we'll hear each other perfectly.
Big league bruise. She has no recollection or no knowledge of striking any vehicle, leaving that location, and we've reviewed photographs from area towing from when her vehicle was towed, which
I'm headed to court tomorrow. I'm gonna go watch Mr. Magoo, and there's another stop sit on his docket. Someone else said that there are 3 stop sits scheduled tomorrow. I've only got 2. I don't know where the third one came from, but I that could be my mistake. But hopefully we'll get to watch it, and my fears don't come true.
shows no damage, not even a paint transfer on her vehicle. So she questions whether it was her vehicle that was involved in the hit and run. Once again, Your Honor, we may never know. If Your Honor were to impose the restitution, feeling it appropriate, we would understand. Or if you were inclined to leave it to a civil remedy for Mr. Stevens, we would understand that as well.
Right. I don't know if the cameras were ever reviewed, but I'm reviewing the reports. It's a vehicle matching her vehicle, struck a vehicle leaving the parking lot. Was she at Big League Brews that night? Yes. I mean, she's at Big League Brews, she leaves there, and then she's found not too long afterwards, and she had struck a street sign and was asleep at the wheel. Not good, right? I'm awarding the restitution. And it'll be paid over the course of probation, okay? So you just make your payments here. It'll just be combined into what you owe at the court, and then we'll send the checks out to Mr. Stevens, okay?
Right.
Anything else? Anything else?
I don't agree.
You got a Mac v Song t-shirt? That's awesome. That's awesome. I say wear that one. Wear that one. But you can wear your Deadhead shirt. That's fine. But I want to see your Mac v Song t-shirt.
Okay. What don't you agree with?
I have no damages done to my car, so I couldn't have hit his.
Did you also hit a sign?
That is there. I have the damages of that is there.
I mean, we can have a full hearing, and and the prosecutor could bring in the people from Big League Brews and see if they can make an identity. I mean, that's not my decision. I'm telling you, as far as I'm concerned, you were at the bar, you left the location. There are people that saw you in the vehicle that matches the vehicle you were ultimately found in, sleeping, crashed into a stop sign, and you left Big League Brews. So, I mean, to me, the standard's been met. I mean, because you don't remember it or you don't see damage on your vehicle, he indicated he had $200 worth of damage to his car. So it's not like this was some crazy crash that would have caused all this damage.
Well, do I have the right to be proven guilty by reasonable doubt?
This is a civil remedy. So, no. You, on the charge you do, but restitution, this is the civil matter. I mean, so no, that's not the standard. But if you want a hearing, I'll give you one.
I'm just saying that if my car actually hit his, then mine would be damaged as well. Like, my car came out perfectly fine, but it damaged his, and I don't even have like his paint on my vehicle or anything.
Well, you didn't hit, you've cracked his headlight. You left there drunk. What was her BAC? Blood draw.
No, not usually. Not because we're all in court when he comes out. He comes out and goes right to his docket. When I get there early, Miss Ann usually says hi to me. Mr. Allen comes out with Judge Simpson, so they come out and just instantly start working. But during their breaks, if I, the times I'll get up and leave, like during a break, like he'll say bye to me when I'm leaving. I don't think he remembers my name though. The last time I was there, he said, "Hey, bud," instead of "Hey, Colin." So I don't know. But he acknowledges me at least once when I'm there. That's all I can. Yeah, I'm not that popular yet.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I don't recall BAC, and I don't recall seeing a UD10 either with regards to any specifics with regards to what was observed on Mr. Stevens' vehicle.
I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Allen watches
I mean,
this.
they had her down to the outfit she was.
So hold on, there's about 10 seconds left of this clip. I'm gonna let this rest of this play and then I'll talk.
Wearing that day as the person that did this. A very distinctive outfit. Wearing a red and black Chicago Bulls jacket with black pants. And that matched the description of the person that hit the vehicle. I'm ordering it $1,000 in restitution to be paid over the course of your probation with your other rides and costs. You can appeal me.
Yeah, so she just read the report and like, oh yeah, they have what you were wearing, they have your car, I mean, you hit it. So $1,000 restitution. Appeal me if you don't like it. I feel like she skipped a couple steps there. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, I've been up to Judge Simpson's courtroom, I don't know, 5 or 6 times now. And the first time that I went with Sly, we actually got pictures with him, Mr. Allen. That was a lot of fun. So that's when we formally met. But then during the Haley saga, I am forgetting her last name, which is not good. But he actually brought me back into behind the courthouse, like in the hallway behind. I didn't actually go into his chambers, but he brought me in the back and he was talking to me one-on-one with Mr. Allen standing there. So I did get to meet him. And he said my name on the record a few times, so he knows my name. But the very last time I went, when I was leaving, I stood up and I just waved bye, and he just said hi, bud, or no, he said bye, bud, or something like that. And so it's like, yeah, maybe you forgot my name already. He sees a lot of people. I don't take offense to that, but yeah, That's my story with Judge Simpson. I've got a picture with him. I've shook his hand a few times. He's brought me into the back. Actually, one of my clips. I'll even show you this one. I can show you this. It's what I used to use every time I would mess up the editing. Here. Where'd it go? I moved it. Oh, here we go.
Back, please. And
all right, hold on. It's just so quick.
I see Colin in back, please. And I see.
So that was. Oh, you can kind of see me. I'm wearing the black shirt right there in the gallery with the I don't know. I think I had a blue tie on, but this was after Haley left, and this is the day that we started all the GoFundMe's for her. Or no, she already had a GoFundMe, but we started, getting the GoFundMe out there. So that's just Judge Simpson pulling me into the back because he just straight up asked me, "Can you help her?" I was like, "Well, no, I can't personally help her. I don't have." She needed $7,500 at that point. But it's out there, it's everywhere. I pulled it up on my phone right in front of him, and at that point, and this is probably an hour after her hearing, after they left, and there was already, I think, $5,000 in the GoFundMe. So he was holding back tears, but it was it was a good experience. But all right, that's my story with Judge Simpson. Yeah, that's all I got. I turned a 45-minute video into an hour-long ordeal. I didn't think it would, it was supposed to be an earlier night. I got to get up at 3 a.m. All right, let's see who we're going to raid. We did KFAR last night, and I thought it was Wednesday last night because of Booze and Body Cam. I don't know why they do this to me. When they go live on Tuesday, it always throws me off. But we're going to raid Katie Zed tonight. We raided KFAR last night. So we're set up to raid Katie Zed. Jump over there, tell them I said hello. I am going to go make sure my clothes are ironed, and yeah, I gotta get ready for tomorrow. So I will be driving up there. I hope I'm wrong. But all right, I'm gonna stop being negative. It's gonna happen tomorrow. Everything's gonna happen as planned. I was wrong. Hopefully. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. I will see you guys tomorrow night. I will probably, because I'm not going to be watching court all day tomorrow. Tomorrow night's probably it's just going to be Judge Simpson if it happens. That's what it's going to be. But yeah, you guys are awesome. Have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow night. Until next time, bye.
Colin in back, please. And
I gotta put this back up because this has my outro on it.